Tim Tebow has returned to the NFL. We will discuss the impact he can make for Philly and the story of a former big league pitcher who is helping to teach the game of baseball to the next wave of players. That's all ahead. Game On starts right now. Welcome to Game On. We're a show about sports and faith. So where else would we begin the program but with Tim Tebow, right? Tebow time is back, this time in Philly. The man hasn't played in the NFL since 2012, and yet a few players create more buzz than the former Heisman winner. A buzz is not something Eagles coach Chip Kelly tends to shy away from. According to the multiple reports, Tebow is signing a one-year deal with Philadelphia for a league minimum. The Eagles had worked Tebow out last month, and now they add him to a crowded quarterback position. Philly now has Sam Bradford, Mark Sanchez, Matt Barkley, and Tebow, all that position. So it will be interesting to see how all the plays work out. Outside of his college glory days at Florida, Tebow is best remembered for his magical 2011 in Denver. That season, he led the Broncos to the playoffs and even helped win their first-round game on overtime against the Steelers. Following that season, he shipped out to the Jets, where he threw 8 passes in 2012 and hasn't played in the regular season since. The NBA playoffs got underway this weekend, and it's a race to see which team can outlast the other. Despite being a high-seeded team and having home court advantage, the Clippers went into their first round with the Spurs as they decided underdogs. Clippers sure seemed to use the perceived slight as a motivation in Game 1, as they rocketed out to a double-digit lead in the first quarter. Let's go to the third, Blake Griffin setting the tone. He was in acceleration mode, driving and throwing down. Clippers up 6. Later, the third, Chris Paul, sweet wraparound pass to Griffin. Clippers up 10. Griffin had 26 points in the night. In the fourth, Clippers up by 14. Griffin to J.J. Redick for the corner 3 later. Look out, Paul cutting his way down the lane like a boss. Huge night for Paul. He finishes with 32 points, and the Clippers win Game 1, 107-92. In the East, LeBron and the Cavs opening their series against the Boston Celtics. But LeBron wouldn't be the star in this one. Instead, it was Kyrie Irving, dropping 30 points, including the 3-ball to beat the halftime buzzer. LeBron, sans headband, would finish with 26 and 7. As the Cavs win it 113-100. It is the team's first playoff win since May of 2010. That team was also led by LeBron James, and that win also happened against the Celtics. I think we've all noticed that the exceptions in today's society of being accepting of others, tolerant, and if you have conversation, just talk it out over a frappe and a scone. Well, in the game of baseball, it doesn't quite work that way, as evidenced by this weekend's series between A's and Royals. Let's see it all up. It's beginning on Friday night. That was when Brett Lowry went to spike high, the Royals shorting Escobar. Escobar would be injured on the play and wouldn't return in this series. Lowry said it was just a hard play trying to break up the double play. The Royals disagreed, and on Saturday, Yordano Ventura responded by plunking Lowry with a 100-mile-per-hour fastball. Ventura would then be ejected now to Sunday first inning. And this time, A's pitcher Scott Kazmir drills Lorenzo Can. Kazmir receives just a warning. Royals manager Ned Yost and pitching coach Dave England disagreed, so they were both ejected. Then later in the game, Kelvin Herrera threw at Lowry, and other Royals were tossed out. So 5 ejections for KC. The bench is cleared in every game. Oh, by the way, the Royals took 2 of 3 to win the series. Over to Liberty Sports and over to the weekend, the number 2 seed Liberty men's tennis squad continued their quest to capture the Big South title with a quarterfinal match up against number 7 seeded UNC Asheville. After falling behind 1-0 following the doubles point, Liberty rebounded in singles play to down the Bulldogs 4-2. Now Liberty advanced to the semifinals round. Meanwhile, headed by Coach Chris Johnson, was named Big South Coach of the Year. Liberty's number 2 single star Sam Matheson earned the spot on the Big South Conference men's tennis all-conference singles. Coming up, a former NFL player visits Liberty and discusses why he found his great success after playing football. And a younger soccer player who is rising above the religious persecutions in Pakistan joins us. Hear the story when the Game On returns. My mouth is so dry. Welcome back. Liberty Christian Academy is a high school in Lynchburg, Virginia that's turned out some really good baseball players in the recent years. No doubt part of the reason is due to who's leading the program. Randy Tomlin, a former Liberty Flame and big leaguer who is now trying to help kids fulfill their own baseball dreams.